And I don't know what came over me. I just started crying. And as I started crying, I was like, I don't know what they're doing down there, but I want to give it a shot. So I go to church for the first time, and ever. And it's like the word is clearly just honed in on me. 23, about 23, 24 years old. And I get up, I go to altar call. The pastor at that time goes to hug me like this. I shove him away, not aggressively, but just, I've never been hugged with two arms by a man my entire life. And so he's still trying. And so finally I just put my hands down and he hugged me. I broke, man. Oh, I bet. I broke and I'm just bawling. And he says to me that God has a plan for your life. Hello, my name is McGregor, and I am the lead pastor here at House of Restoration Church. We're located at 6900 Compton Ave, Los Angeles, California. Our church is going to be 8 years old in November. We started off in our living room. My wife, our 2 children, started with a small group. From a small group, the Lord told us to open up our home for Sundays. And then on Sundays, we began to see people coming. And then the Lord opened up for us to have a building, which was in Paramount. Pastor Reginald Payne, which is the pastor of Full Gospel Church, he opened the doors for us to come occupy building C. And we've been in that building, and we just progressed from building C to building B, now into building A, which is the main sanctuary. We're really excited about this opportunity to express who we are. The mission here at House of Restoration is to see people healed by way of trauma and living out their God-given calling through not only in ministry, but more importantly in their lives. We're real big on trauma healing and real big on restoration. We are a recipient of SoCal funding, and we got the grant so that we can provide a series of trauma healing workshops, things that deal with the brain, things that help people to understand how to deal with trauma, how to heal from trauma, and how to use those things as a platform to become closer to Jesus Christ. It's been an amazing journey, and because of this opportunity, we'll be able to start these sessions over the summer, and it will be 6 sessions, each of them being 6 weeks long, and the whole community will be able to participate in this. The great thing about this, after they go through the 6 weeks, if they decide to go further, they can then go into training to be certified. That gives us more boots on the ground. One of the things that we're real big on before any of our leaders are go into leadership for whatever various areas, we make sure that they go through this 6-week trauma healing course for the sole purpose of making sure that we're not creating leaders that are hurt, but we're creating leaders that are healed. So I grew up in a very dysfunctional environment. My father was either on drugs or selling drugs. I'm 51 years old, so I remember when crack cocaine hit South Central Los Angeles, the community was devastated. The violence, the guns, the gangs, the drugs. And so going through my entire life, I began to normalize trauma. What was trauma to others was normal to me. And so I got to a place where I was forced to go to therapy because of some trouble on my job. And I began to open up. And as I began to take therapy serious and realize that the little boy in me was damaged, the little boy, the teenager in me was damaged, that's when I realized that although Jesus is everything, but as Christians, we go to the doctor for cancer, we go to the doctor for our knee or our back, but for some reason we choose not to go for our mental health. And so as a recipient of trauma, and now having my trauma resolved through therapy, I am an advocate that everyone, regardless of how you were raised or how you grew up, everyone needs to go through some form of trauma healing because it helps us get closer to Jesus Christ. We want to thank you guys for taking the time with us, for sowing into us, and for giving us an opportunity to share our story. Thank you, SoCal, and be sure to sow your seed.